welcome to today's video. I hope that you're all doing amazing. Today I'm going to take you along on my day, another vlog, but I'm going to show you what it's like to live with 3 cats. If you didn't know, I'm like really into cats, and having like a YouTube channel is kind of exciting because I get to make cat related videos. I don't make them that often because I feel like they would get repetitive, but whatever. Today I'm going to show you what it's like to live by myself with 3 cute little cats, and I'm going to show you what I do to take care of them. I'm low-key really dedicated. I'm really into taking care of them. I really try to go out of my way. And when I first got my cats, I really went down a whole rabbit hole of how to properly take care of cats, because I was always like a dog person in the sense that most of my family always had a dog. I had a dog growing up. I've had 2 dogs growing up. My grandparents have always had 2 dogs at the same time. It was just always dogs. So cats were new to me, and I was really excited when I got them. It wasn't that on purpose. They kind of just fell into my hands, and I got really dedicated to making the cats like me and then just taking care of them as best as I could. So yeah, I do feel like a crazy cat person, but not really. I just see myself as a good pet owner. Anyways, this video is exciting because you're gonna see my adorable cat, so be ready. Okay, starting off, we're gonna call them and they're gonna come up here. They're about to come and harass me now because I have to feed them, so yeah, you'll see. They'll come. All of my cats harass me in the morning because they're starving. So now we have to feed them. This is Damien. Oh my god, he's heavy. Damien. This is Dio. And this is Dante. Let's get out of bed and feed them. Okay, so here are a few tips and tricks that I've learned since having cats. I'm super into like making sure that they're properly cared for, and I'm like super into it. I'm like super into animal care related things. So since this video is cat related, I'm gonna talk about it, okay? Okay, when it comes to food, don't put a cat's food and water next to each other. That's like a super easy thing that you can do that's gonna benefit your cats. They naturally prefer their food and their water sources apart from each other, and some cats might not like the smell of food as they're drinking water. Even if you haven't had any problems or your cat's still drinking water, it's just a nice thing that you can do for your cats. Number 2 is scheduled feedings. Cats are predators. They don't graze like cows, so feeding them on a schedule is really beneficial, and it's also great mental stimulation for them. Even if your cat doesn't overeat, it's a healthy thing to do for your cat. A lot of people choose to leave food out because they feel bad for their animal, which makes sense, and like I get that, but the anticipation for food is actually really healthy for them. So if you can, even if it's like sometimes, schedule feeding is really beneficial for their overall health. because it's kind of mimicking what they would naturally do out in nature. And it gives them really good mental stimulation. So if your cat is annoying you before they eat, like an hour before they're supposed to eat, that's actually a great thing. As annoying as it is, it's good. And the last thing to take into consideration is adding moisture to your cat's diet, because cats actually get most of their daily water intake through their food. So if you feed them only kibble, they're not really getting the moisture that they need, and they're probably dehydrated, which then can lead to really weird problems. For example, males are prone to urinary tract issues and like blockages, which are deadly, actually really scary. But if your cat is getting enough water, then usually those problems are not gonna occur. And regardless, if your cat has survived like this far on only dry food, it's still really worth changing that just to give your cat the best health that you can. And it's actually really easy unless you have a really picky cat, but it is possible and you just have to stick to it. You can literally just put water in the kibble that you feed them, and already like that is a huge plus. So it's not that much effort on your part unless your cat is picky, and then it sucks. Anyways, those are the things that I've learned since having cats when it comes to food, and they're all really easy things that we can do to improve our cat's health and overall well-being. Cats are really great at hiding any type of issue that they have, and they also can't really tell you how they're feeling and if they're not thriving. So just because your cat is surviving, it doesn't mean that it's like doing the best that it could be doing. Anyways, that was already too much information, but any chance that I get to like talk about this, I love talking about it because I love learning about it. So today you're my audience. Next up, we're gonna do a few of my cat chores, which is basically just cleaning their water fountains and changing their litter. The reason that I have water fountains instead of a water bowl is because cats naturally prefer moving water. In the wild, it would be considered like a safer water source because it would be cleaner than like still water. So it encourages them to drink more water and then not be as dehydrated, and then just overall is better for them. Let's clean these. Okay, we're done. Now, we're gonna go to the pet store, but first we're just gonna check on what the cats are doing because they're probably sleeping and they probably look adorable. So, cat number 1. Hi, James. Sleeping. Cat number 2. And cat number 3. cat food that I get are Fancy Feast pate, and I only get the non-fish ones. Fish can contain a lot of toxins and you shouldn't feed it regularly unless your cat is like allergic to chicken or something, and then it would make more sense, but I just don't really give them any fish. So yeah, and then I give them Tiki Cat. And then I also feed them Tiki Cat wet food, which is a pricier option, but the Fancy Feast is a lot cheaper, so it kind of like balances out. Not really. I've done a lot of research and I've seen a lot of people talk about how Tiki Cat After Dark is a really healthy option for your cat. It doesn't have a bunch of filler and that kind of stuff, and so does the Fancy Feast pate that is not fish. Apparently is also really good for your cat and doesn't have like a bunch of filler, and these are really cheap. So, and then one of my cat is really picky, so I do feed him dry food as well, and I just get the Tiki Cat one. For the litter that I use, I'm currently using Oko Cat. It's super fine and soft because, again, I have a cat that's really picky in general. So yeah, I'm gonna put this away and then we're gonna clean the litters quickly and swap out the old litter, put in the new litter. Okay, when it comes to cat litter, there's 2 rules that I follow. The first one is that you should have 1 litter box for every cat that you have plus 1. So I have 3 cats, so I have 4 litter boxes. If you have 1 cat, you should have 2 litter boxes. If you have 2 cats, you should have 3 litter boxes and on. And the second rule is to not have scented litter, which is kind of frustrating because they sell scented litter at most pet stores, so it's kind of annoying that they sell it even though it's not good for your cats. Cats have a heightened sense of smell compared to us, so scented litter can be especially overwhelming and irritating to them even though they can't tell us. And they might still use their litter boxes because they don't have any other options, but if you can, you should opt for a litter that is not scented. And honestly, if your litter smells bad, the best thing that you can do is honestly just scoop every single day, and that will take care of it. So yeah, it's kind of annoying, but like at the same time, that's kind of what you have to do. Scooping my litter boxes takes me like 5 minutes. So every day, even though I really don't feel like it, I tell myself it's literally 5 minutes out of my day. Like, this is ridiculous. Just do it. Anyways, I could honestly go on about this for like an hour, but I won't, okay? Let's just clean these. My cats love going outside through the window. Do you like it, Dams? Do you like it?